Okay, good day everybody. Today we will be discussing about the things you need to look out regarding our integrative performance task in English 8. So as you all know, we have already given you the comments about the revisions that you needed to do in order for your writing to be good or to be excellent, hopefully. So today we will be giving you the guide. I know that not all of you understands the tips or the suggestions that we provided in Google Classroom. So I looked into your works and I found out that there's common things that you were not able to follow with our comments or suggestions. So today we will be discussing how to make this kind of essay, this kind of persuasive essay into this one. Okay, this was a lot more uniform, a lot more formal, because of course, what we are requiring you to do is a formal writing. So we will be transforming this kind of writing into this. Okay, so of course, let me first introduce you to this one. Of course, you are tasked in here to write a well-organized, persuasive paragraph that consists of introduction, body, and conclusion. And I saw that most of you did it like this, okay? Most of you followed this guide, this one. Most of you put the topic sentence in here, the details in here, and the conclusions in here. So that is a good one, but I want you all to understand that this is just a visualization or a representation of what your paragraph is or what your paragraph should be all about. So when you imagine a burger, right? A burger has its own parts. So that is when we are going to compare that to a paragraph, that is really like a burger. We have here this is considered as the top part of the burger, the top bun. While these are the details, it can be compared to the patty, the tomatoes, the vegetables, the ketchup, and this closing sentence is compared to the bottom bun. Okay, so that is why we use a burger to represent what a paragraph should be, what a good paragraph should be. Okay, so once again, we do not want everybody or we do not want anybody to submit their performance task for like this because this is just a visual representation. This is just used to make a point, right? And what we want you to do is to make it like this kind of persuasive essay. Okay, but of course, this is not, I mean, a real essay should look like this. Okay, it should look like this. All right. Okay, so let's start. So, of course, we want to edit this one. So, most of you were not able to follow the instructions regarding the capitalization of each word only of the title. I know that you already know about this one. So let's edit this one. So what you need to do for this is, of course, you do not need to capitalize these words, these students and breakfast, okay, to emphasize. We already mentioned that we do not need to necessarily capitalize the words that we want to emphasize because we have emphasis markers for us to do that. So of course, what we want to do here is to write this one as students with with the letter S as the only capitalized letter, okay? That is the same for this breakfast. Breakfast. Okay. And of course, you should capitalize the word should, the first letter of the word should. So, why students should eat breakfast every day. So, this is the title. So, most of the time, in formal writing, the title should be placed in the middle on this one, on this middle. So, how are you going to place it on that? So, first thing you need to do is to highlight them, the title. And then here, you will click this one, the center. Okay? Center or Control E. So when you click this one, center, there, the title will be placed at the middle. Okay? This indicates that this is indeed the title and it should be given the highlight. that it should have been given, okay? And of course, here, this paragraph, we have already mentioned that you need to really justify your paragraph so that it will be easier to read and it will be, it will look more formal because we are requiring a formal writing. So when we say justify, this is the justify, okay? Justify. Distribute your text evenly between the margins. Okay, justified text gives your document clean, crisp edges so it looks more polished. Correct, it looks more polished. So this one definitely, it does not look polished. So what we need to do when we want to justify a document or a writing, we highlight them, we highlight all of them, and then you click on justify, okay? Justify, and there, right? You see the difference? I mean, this one to this one, right? It's more formal, more easy to read, right? Okay, so we're done. We're done mentioning how to justify a Word document. Okay, so of course, when we say a paragraph, going to the regarding writing the correct sequence of a paragraph. When it comes to paragraph, of course, you need to connect the sentences to make a whole paragraph. Say, for example, this sentence is not really connected to this one because there's a space in here. There's a space in here. So what are we going to do with the space in here? Of course, we remove that, we delete that. So we connect the two sentences or the three sentences. So in order for us to connect that, of course, we just simply delete the space, okay? We delete the space for that. The same thing with this one. We delete the space for that because they are considered as one whole paragraph, not sentences that are not connected. So of course, with this one, we should delete the space in this, and then, so we're all good. So there are 5 paragraphs for this one, for this essay, okay? So now we already mentioned how to justify, how to connect the sentences without any gaps. Now we will be discussing about how to indent. Okay, so I know that you already. I mean, some of you already knows this one, but for those who do not know how to do an indentation, you just click on the first word or first letter, then you click tab on your keyboard. Okay, you click tab like this. Let me remove the indentation. There. So it's not indented. So indentation means there's a space. All right, there's a space that is provided on the first word or first letter that indicates that it is the starting point of a new paragraph. Okay. So when there is no indentation like this, it is really, it's kind of confusing, to point out that it is the starting point of the paragraph because we can just assume that it is connected to this one. But however, when we do an indentation, we click on this one, on the first word, and then you click on tab. We click on the tab on your keyboard, okay? There, and that is now indented. Okay? All right, so far so good. All right, so now we are able to discuss the justification, the indentation, the connection of the paragraph. And now we will, of course, mention how to do the boldface. I know that everyone knows that, but just for those who do not really who are not really familiarized with this kind of editing of the document. So you can make something bold by highlighting it and then click on the B here on the upper left. All right. So since this phrase is already in boldface, we can click this and then it will turn into an ordinary font. However, if you want to make this one in boldface, you just highlight it and then you click on boldface in here. So there. So there, the emphasis marker is already highlighted. So that is the boldface that we are talking about, okay? And of course, the last one is, of course, since this integrative performance task 4 is a group activity, we don't want you guys to write the names of those who contributed. Okay, so you don't really need to write them on the document itself. Say, for example, you will write in here, De La Cruz. And then on this one, you will write in here Del Pilar. And then in this one, you will write in here Rizal. So you do not really need to do that, okay? You do not really need to include the names of those who contributed in here. Since this is a group activity, you all will be graded as a group. So those who contributed, I mean leaders, you should really take note of those who contributed in making this performance task, okay? So since all of you will be graded as a group. So, okay, so no need, once again, no need to write the names of those who contributed, the names themselves, okay? You just need to take note of them. Leaders, you need to take note of them, and then you comment them in the Google Classroom. Okay, so that's it. I guess that's all for the quick guide or tips regarding how to edit your document. So let me uh, let me provide you this one so that you will be able to use this not only in your high school days, especially when you're in senior high or in college. Okay, so once again, thank you everyone and good luck in your revision of your integrative performance task 4. Goodbye and stay safe.